You heard? Jim
Bristol, do you mean?
No, the other one.
What did he say from it? Don't really know. Just heard it on the bus this morning. Who's organising the collection?
Suppose we'll be going out this afternoon.
What, today? After lunch, usually.
What about the site manager? What's he said?
Where's the shop steward? We didn't tell me about this.
Are you giving something?
Didn't know him myself, but in the 20 of the collection, yeah. So, what's happening? Everybody out this afternoon, is it?
What's this all about then?
It's for Jim. He's died.
Well, under the agreement there is provision for those directly affected to go off site, but you're telling me everyone's walking out?
In Sympathy, yeah.
So you're going to lose half day's pay?
Yeah.
And your IBA payments?
Right.
You all must have known him pretty well then.
Listen, he was one of the lads. We work with him, we drink with him, we share digs with him. We're giving him a traditional send-off.
By walking out?
Well, yeah, it's the tradition.
Okay, so how does that help?
It's the way it's always been. The lads have a whip round for the wife and kids. Those who want to go to the funeral. Everybody else pays their respects.
Yeah, with a half day off.
That's what happens.
Okay, so look, what if I tell you that the company want to make a payment to the wife and family?
Well, yeah, that helps, obviously.
Yes, but they won't make a payment if everybody walks out.
That's up to them, isn't it?
But then the family lose out, and your lads just get a half day off and go short for the week themselves. Plus, we get behind schedule. I mean, it seems to me that everybody loses.
Listen, we've put it to the lads, we've said our piece. It's tradition. What can you do?
I mean, obviously I miss him, but it's more the impact on my children that I'm worried for. You know, I never thought we'd be in this position, obviously with, you know, them being so young. Losing their dad is terrible. And I'm in a really awkward position now because I'm thinking about needing to go to work to provide for them, because obviously Jim has always done that. But also childcare is so expensive and I won't be there for them. So it's just a really difficult situation to be in. And my friends and family have been great, but I'm aware that, you know, they've got their limits as well and that I need to sort my own life out with my children. The guys have done the Sympathy walkout and I appreciate everything that they've done and I appreciate them, you know, their kind words and their contributions, but it's actually left me far worse off than if they had stayed in work, because now I'm completely on my own with no financial support, and had they have stayed in work, the company would have given us a substantial payout, so I would have had some breathing space. That's what I wanted to say to the guys, is that please just think before you take that action.
Look, the old Sympathy walkout goes back to the days when there was no insurance and health and safety was down to the individual. Okay, yeah, there were deaths and accidents on a regular basis then. I mean, it was part of the job. But nowadays, health and safety is a #1 priority. We all know that. I mean, you can't even get on site without a safety passport. And after that, there's the well-planned welfare benefits. And now, the company want to make a lump sum payment to the family on top of that. I mean, how would you feel if it were your wife and family losing out like that?
Well, okay. How's that supposed to work then?
Look, get everybody together in the canteen. I'm sure there's a better way to do this.
Okay, everybody, if I could have your attention, please. Thanks. Thank you. Good morning, all. The reason I've called this meeting here today is because your stewards have just told me that one of your colleagues, Jim, has recently passed away. Well, on behalf of myself and the company, we would like to offer our deepest condolences and our most heartfelt sympathies for his wife and family and his colleagues. It's always upsetting to lose a colleague, but I'm sure that between us we can find a way of showing our proper respects to Jim and making sure that his family are properly looked after in this difficult time. Now, I know some of you are used to taking time off to show your respects, to organise a collection for the family and so on. I mean, that's tradition, isn't it? But that tradition goes back to the days when there were a lot of on-site deaths due to poor health and safety and no proper insurance. Nowadays, as you know, health and safety is a #1 priority, and we also have the well-planned benefits. So we feel that it's time to change tradition for the better. In addition to your own collection for the family, the company have offered to contribute to that collection to see them through their days ahead and help secure their future. All we ask in return is that you stay at your work until your shifts are over. In other words, no sympathy walkout. That way, you don't lose money, the company doesn't lose money, but most importantly of all, Jim's family get as much financial help as possible. It's a break with old traditions, but even with old traditions, change can sometimes be a good thing. Together, all of us, we can make a difference and really make our sympathies count.
Well, obviously I really miss him, but more than me, I'm worried for my kids. That's been particularly hard to deal with. But I've had my family, I've had my friends, and they've been really good. But obviously I know, I've got to stand on my own 2 feet now. But what I wanted to say was that to thank everybody at Jim's work. They've been wonderful. Everybody came to the funeral and we all really, really appreciated that. And I'm sure he would do as well if he, could have seen. But more than that is I want to thank the guys for opting against the walkout, because they've done that has meant that the company has been able to contribute to us, and it has taken such a huge weight off my shoulders. That's one thing that I really did not want to be worrying about on top of everything else at the moment. So thank you to everybody, and it just shows a great deal of respect for Jim.